The UFO phenomenon and why it's kept a secret. Well, think about this. So they're going to spend, oh, I don't know, trillions of dollars on military expenditures. And then in the United States, you're going to have thousands of kids to die of preventable diseases. And you want to ask me why UFOs are kept a secret? Then you're incredibly fucking naive. You have no idea how the real world works. You live in a fantasy fucking world. What would it change? Everything. You see, those who have would then have not. The truth about the why of life and existence would be something that people actually thought about once again. Medicine, economics. Can you imagine what the world would be like without spending money on the war machines and a system of government that allows us to get rid of the bad apples in the barrel before it rots everything, as happens in the world today with our world leaders? They turn out to be the most disgusting, murderous, let's fucking just kill and take whatever we want individuals on the planet. That's how they end up with the fucking job, because that's what it entails. If you don't understand that, then you live in a fucking fantasy world. If you think for one fucking second that one day some inner secret government agency is going to just open up and say, here's everything we know and everything we have, yeah, that's never going to happen. That is never going to happen. You see now, you have people that come forward and say the most outrageous things, and they're not denied by the government. They're just not acknowledged by the government. You see, one day, if the truth ever gets out, one day a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, are going to be held criminally responsible for murders and espionage and money laundering, theft of property from the citizenry of the United States. I mean, there's going to be so much to answer for. What are you going to tell the relatives of astronauts on the space shuttle when they find out that you already had vehicles that could go to the moon and back, but that you couldn't tell anyone because you didn't want the fucking Chinese or the Russians to get that technology? How do you explain that? Oh, well, we have to have our ace in the hole technologies. It's very important. We'll kill fucking presidents over that shit. We have to have this, see? Because I talk about the ants that sit along the entire trail. The army ants go out, and the entire fucking colony, the entire trail, okay, goes under the protection of the giant-headed army ants with the big fucking jaws. They eat more, they cost more. I mean, basically, they're a gigantic drain on the ants, as far as I can see, because, well, the ants, they literally kill their prey by eating them right on the spot and separating them out into little pieces and taking them back to the hive. And every animal in the forest flees from army ant invasions, even other ants. You see, they're useless. They're a part of evolution that no longer is needed in this world. But yet there they are, the fucking army, the giant-headed, giant claws facing towards the sky. The entire trail lined by these ants. No, it's the way disclosure is going to happen is it's going to be the choice of those species visiting our planet. It will not be from any government official or, you'll disappear. Trust me, that's a secret they're willing to kill to keep, and they've proven it already numerous times. We have people that fall out of hospital windows too, or did you not know that? You didn't know that? Yeah, people involved in our UFO program, yeah, they've fallen out of hospital windows before too. No, see, that's one of those things where I have such personal experience. I understand it. I understand 100%. I have a very clear mind on why the government would keep this a secret. All of the many reasons. It's not one reason, it's many reasons. Everything from cover for their secret fucking military industrial complex bullshit, you know what I mean? Right up to the keeping the social handcuff on American society and the way the world thinks about the world. If the world finds out there are advanced beings, millions and billions of years more advanced than us, visiting our planet, if they make themselves known, the world changes tomorrow. Having a big boat doesn't mean a fucking thing anymore. And people will start to think maybe there's more to life than just supporting this 1% of our population. Maybe we could get our planet together instead of supporting these very few fucking individuals that seem to be sucking our planet dry. The very ones that are killing the planet. You see, that is why, it's the break glass in case of emergency syndrome. That's what I always told my wife. I said, I'm hoping there's a break glass in case of emergency clause in the non-interference stipulation that I'm sure is with every advanced species. When you meet a species that, like the islanders, that we leave alone, or some of them very, small indigenous populations in the middle of protected areas in the Amazon, what's left, that kind of, we want to protect them and keep them isolated. Well, I'm sure that the organization, whatever it is they do, because they meet each other here, and it has to be, it just makes sense that there's a non-interference clause, that every species has a right to make it on their own, and that to interfere in that would be evil. It would be wrong. It would be wrong in the eyes of the universe. But I'm hoping there's a break in case there's a sentient species that is being led astray by forces out of the control of the main population of animals that live here, us humans, okay? And that it's in the hands of a very, very, very small minority of the actual humans that live on the world. And that without those humans, the place would be totally different and maybe be a paradise right now. See? But if someone's bound and determined to be a billionaire by selling bombs, or to have a giant fucking boat that's so big it needs another giant boat to follow it around, as long as those kind of humans run our planet, you're never going to hear the truth about UFOs, because it changes all of that overnight. It doesn't just affect people will just go, well, I knew it, because 80% believe it anyway. People would just go, yeah, I knew that. I figured as much. Now they have to explain all of the secrets they've kept. See? So it's never going to come out through a normal means. It's going to take some sort of intervention, maybe a cooperative intervention. You know what I mean? A human alien cooperative type event, something like that. I don't know. No, the world we live in is absolutely strictly down the party fucking line, friend. I can guarantee you that the people that are let into the programs, okay? I mean, it's kind of weird. I'm sure you have a room full of fucking generals, but there's this goddamn guy down here taking notes who's just like a second lieutenant. He knows everything. And they're psychologically profiled and manipulated to a point of just being, automatons, basically. Yeah, I don't see. No, I mean, everybody has a fucking movie camera in their pocket now. People take videos of unknown objects. I get them constantly. Well, what the fuck are they then? Tell us what they are. If you can't tell us what they are, and listen, the military is scared shitless. The military is scared shitless because they're basically bitch slapped every time they have an encounter with these vehicles. They're just like, fuck you. And they just laugh in their face. See ya. And they go from here to there, from 0 to 20,000 miles per hour in a microsecond. It would just turn a human into mush. And they do it. It's just a matter of course. What they do looks like magic to us, but make no mistake, we have those same magic vehicles. We have for a very, very, very long time. And that is a secret that they'll kill for, see? There's secret programs, and then there's black secret programs. Yeah, wow. No, that's a deep one. That covers it all. That pretty much covers all of the evil ills and ails and societal, economic, mental, genetic, alien, the existence of advanced alien life changes everything. And that is why it's kept a secret. It's everything. It's not one thing, it's fucking literally everything. Everything.